Alright, one thing I've noticed in my own cars is after a while, the headlights just get crazy nasty. And let me show you my lens covers. Yikes. So, all of this wonderfulness is from flying, well, in the sun. Whatever this stuff is made out of, which I cannot remember, it's horrible. Let's see here. Anyway, whatever. It's basically a plastic, right? So after a while, this like top coat of the plastic gets kind of brittle and, well, nastified. Heck, if you've got cars that are older than 10 years old or so, like, you'll start seeing this. It's a common thing, right? And it's so common that they make replacement lenses, of course, and they make this wonderful thing. Ba-bam. So there's many headlight restoration kits out there, but what I found is this is hands down the best. It looks simple enough, right? Little box. It's got a dorky little flap here, which apparently is not opening. There we go. Okay, whatever. In the back, doesn't look like anything too crazy, right? But I have used this on my vehicles, and it just is crazy. It is a night and day difference. But it's super simple. It just includes a few different things. You open this up here, remove the little squirt bottle. You gotta have some water. It's super helpful. Big old squirt bottle is the best. Biggest one you can get. So you got two main things. You got the UV block clear coat, the surface activator. You got some of the clarifying compound. All that is basically just really fine grit polishing type thing. You've got enough for 2 headlights, they say. As far as like pads, it's sandpaper. And it's funny because they give you this blue little thing, which you put the UV coat on this, if I remember correctly, and then basically just toilet paper, just paper towel material. That would be even worse if they give you toilet paper. I don't quite understand. And they give you this little cheapo glove, which that is not worth even messing with. So that's really it. All the other ones have, like things that you can put on your drill, which I've used, and those are horrible. They all kinds of random stuff in these headlight restoration kits that say that they last and all this other stuff. But this one somewhere says on here that it's got a lifetime warranty. So that kind of piqued my interest. And I'm like, hold on, a lifetime warranty? There's no way. And I'll look a little bit more into it to see what that actually means, but yeah, right there. But anyway, so far, all the cars that I've done this on, and it's been over a year now, headlights look totally new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not have you hold on for this entire thing, because that would be boring, but I'm going to do this headlight. You see the before here, all nasty, there's bugs in there, and show you the difference. And it's pretty simple. I mean, why should this video last 10 minutes, right? So I've taped it off. I've got all my stuff laid out. Should probably put this on the, there we go, so it doesn't scratch anything. These are the instructions. So I got gloves, chamois, the sandpaper, my toilet paper or paper towels. This is for this. I don't know if it's some super special cloth, but I just use it. Surface activator and the compound, and that's it. So I will do this headlight. It's very simple, as the instruction says. You basically do this compound for, I think it's a few minutes. Then you do the surface activator. I'm sorry, you do this first, you spray it, do the compound, do the UV block, you're done. All right, let me show you what it'll look like. All right, so I guess it is important to kind of show you what I did so far. So all I did, tape it up, wash it off. And when I mean wash it off, I just sprayed it off, just right, and then took a towel, cleaned it off, cleaned all the bug junk off, used the activator, sprayed it liberally all over the light, and then, or the light cover, then take the spray bottle, wash it off again. That's the get all that stuff off, use another towel, and of course wipe it dry, squirt it, make sure all the activator's gone, right? So the next step, as per our instructions here, sanding with coarse 400 blah blah blah, locate the 3 sheets of sandpaper in the kit, identify the 400, yep, most coarse, 1000 grit, yep, cool. Fold the 3 sheets in half, using each of the headlight. Begin sanding with the 400 grit sandpaper. Fully wet the headlight lens and sandpaper with clean water. Sand the surface of the headlight lens using even circular motions and medium pressure. Okay, sure. Continue to add water as you perform the sanding process, keeping the headlight and sandpaper wet. Sand the entire surface until the headlight lens feels smooth to the touch. Check for completion periodically by rinsing with water and then drying the headlight lens with a paper towel or clean cloth, not the white or blue towels provided with the kit. Yikes. The 400 grit sanding step is done with a dry headlight lens, or the 400 grit sanding step is done when a dry headlight lens has a uniform light white haziness with no yellow or clear spots. You're ready to move on once a noticeably smooth lens is achieved. Speaking of, I'm going to clean that. All right, then use the 1000 grit and then the 2000 grit, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So your time really with the 400 grit is to make it uniformed, hazy. Yeah, I know, right? More hazy than you want. And then there's no clear spots, so everything's uniformed, right? Super easy. All right, here we go. All right, and this is after the 400 grit sandpaper. Notice how it looks all hazy from all angles. It's drying, so it will continue to dry, and like those clear areas will go away like that. See what happens there? At this point, internal freak out, but it'll be fine. So I now go to the P1000. I'll do that for 5 minutes like the instruction says, and then I'll go to the P2000. Again, the important bit is keeping all of this very wet. As you can see, it's a lot of spray bottle. Just take your time, do it in circles, medium pressure, then you'll be all right. All right, and this is after the 1000. So it's getting a little bit clearer. Cool thing is again, don't stress, trust the process, and notice, use a ton of water. Now we'll be able to go over to the 2000, wherever it says 2000 there, and now I'll give you an update on that. Okay, and this is after the 1000. Still not perfect, and that's okay, because the magic happens with the clear coat. Notice I got a ton more towels, but let's wipe this off here. Still hazy, no problem. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be pretty uniform as far as the haze goes. So if you see like weird ununiform spots, go back and hit it. But what I'm gonna do is use the magic cloth there, which I have no idea what that is really, and then use the clear blood. Give me a second and I'll show you. And there's a special way you do it. I'll show you before, because I can't do it with one hand. You put the clear black on this, and then you take it and you do stripes. You never go back and forth. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if it's hoopla, but it is what it is. I'm gonna do what the instructions say, because why not? All right, so let me do that real quick. Ooh, it is a workout. Okay, and this is after the clarifying, whatever this is, clarifying compound. haven't washed it off yet, but let's see here. Reapply surface activator for 30 seconds, then thoroughly rinse with water. Okay, cool. That works. So let's just do that right now. Got the activator. Remember, you gotta do this for both lights, so manage it. And on the bottom. If you got multiple lights or you got really big lights, you might want 2 kits, so that way you know you got enough. But I think 1 kit will definitely be good for this plane. All right, and then I'm going to wash it off after 30 seconds, and then remove tape if it was applied, using the other white towel provided, completely dry the headlight lens and surrounding surfaces, and we are moving to that step there. Oh, the exciting step. Okay, and I've wiped it off. I have not put the UV blocker on there, but it is drying out. It's going to be a small haze there. I've removed the tape like the instruction says, and now I'm going to use this, put some of this on that, and then wipe it down. All right, there's the magic. Absolutely insane. That coloration there that you see is from the water underneath. That'll dry out. Not too concerned about that. But yeah, I just saved myself $500-600. So definitely worth it. Hell, get 2 kits so you have more than enough. Honestly, I've got enough to do 2 just fine, but you know, if you want to redo whatever else you got going on that's you know, plastic, go for it. Now, I know somebody's going to say, well, what about the windshield? Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that should be tried. Use at your own risk. But for these, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's still drying. Those little, you may be able to see them, but there's some like light scratching. That's from inside. So I might get crazy one day. I doubt it. And do the inside, but the outside is almost perfect. So this UV cure, it takes some time. Allow 4 to 6 hours to feel fully cure. I would suggest putting your plane in a hanger, and then yeah, just don't mess with it. Just let it dry, let it mold together, because you might be able to see that there's a little bit of streaking, and that streaking will kind of blend over, you know, that 4 to 6 hour time. You can see the shadow. See those lines right there? Up there. Like, it is so clear. Look, you can see the fan right through it. It's the craziest thing. But there you go. That's brilliant. I'm super excited. I've been trying to do this for years now, and it's just gotten progressively worse and worse. And that UV blocker, like I said, my truck and my other car have been in the sun, you know, outside of the garage for a couple years now, and their headlights still look great. Heck, with the truck, I got so tired of messing with it, you know, like scrubbing the front, the sides, and so on and so forth, like the back, the parking brake or whatnot, and the rear lights. I just put that on there. It looks just fine. It's the craziest thing. So anyway, there you go.